obsessed with. I mean, for real? Hey Glam Fam, welcome to today's video. We're testing out the brand new Huda Beauty Icy Nude eyeshadow palette. This is her last large palette she's ever gonna do. So I'm so excited to test this out on camera for you guys and let you know if this is worth picking up during the Sephora sale. If you're new here, I'm Kristi. I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get glowing.
Let's go, girls.
Alright, my beautiful Glam Fam, let's get started. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to remind you guys that the Sephora sale has already started for us Rouge members, and it ends on November 11th, but it does pick up for my VIB and insiders on November 5th. So I just wanted to remind you guys of those dates and let you know if this brand new Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette is worth it. Again, this is going to be her last large palette she's ever going to do. So what I'm assuming is she's going to stick to those smaller ones she's been doing, but this was just calling my name, you guys, and I don't have a large Huda Beauty palette. Actually, this is my first one. I have her smaller ones, but I do not have any of her large ones. This packaging is absolutely stunning. I am so excited. So this does retail for $69 US, and you get a little over a half of ounce and 16 grams of product in this. So you're getting quite a bit of eyeshadow in each one of these pans. This is a gorgeous color story. So mine came broken, unfortunately. Sephora didn't pack this well enough. They got it to me really fast, but they didn't pack it very well. I had it in the pictures and it was fine, and then it just fell apart on me. So unfortunately, I don't have it I can use like the little edges. I did savor a little bit in a plastic baggie right here, so we'll kind of work through that. It's a gorgeous iridescent shade. It's like a topper shade, but absolutely beautiful. Let's touch on the details and take a look at that packaging. Oh my gosh, you guys, it really is absolutely beautiful. If this is her last large palette, she went out with a bang, that's for sure. It is an eyeshadow palette with 18 shades of ultra pigmented eyeshadows with innovative textures for a fiercely confident look. That's how Sephora described it, just so you guys know. This palette features one duochrome metallic, which is a shimmery formula for a supercharged multi-chromatic glow, one biodegradable glitter, a plant-based glitter for instant sparkle, two triochrome formulas with luxurious crushed flakes for a serious shimmer, three foiled shimmers that softly blend with fine pearls for a foiled effect, and 11 velvety mattes, powerfully pigmented and velvety for that soft, seamless suede finish. Now let's take a look at that color story up close. You get a lot of gorgeous, cool toned, again, icy type shades. This is going to be a beautiful winter eyeshadow look for any, and you can really go into spring and summer with this eyeshadow palette too, because you have a lot of those pink and mauve undertones. Although you guys know I'm not a big pink eyeshadow person on my personal skin tone, I do appreciate those blue undertone type pinks because they tend to not look so pink-eye-ish. No pun intended with that, but you don't look as sickly when you get those blue undertones. So I really love the depth in this palette, and I really love those sparkles. They're so pretty. I can't wait to get my hands on one that's not broken so that I can really appreciate that first shade, which is absolutely stunning. So let's take a look at those swatches up close. So we have the first shade, and that is an iced out white duochrome metallic. And then we have High Life, which is a soft purple matte, Platinum, a silver metallic, Unapologetic, a burgundy matte, Faux Fur, a chocolate brown matte, Gold Standards, a bronze metallic, Avalanche, a white matte, Aurora, a deep pink metallic, VVS, a sparkly pink metallic triochrome, Poised, a pink gray matte, She Rich, a deep brown matte, Cold Plunge, a neutral nude matte, IDGAF, a pink matte, Bling, which is a silver bio glitter, Oneself, a light gray matte, Diamond Dew, which is a sparkly silver metallic triochrome, Lavish, a dusty pink Matte. And the last shade is First Class, and that is a Peachy Matte. You do get a variety of different undertones in here. I thought it was gonna be all cool tone, but you can add some warmth in there, especially with like First Class. And you also have Gold Standards. Unapologetic can be very warm if you want it to. That is kind of like a burgundy shade. But then you also have your really gorgeous cool tones with those light pink and those light gray mauves. So you really can take this in different directions. You can make this a very soft look and you can glam it up. Obviously, you can take a look at her stock pictures and they're just absolutely stunning. It's just making me want to go skiing. I am a huge skier. I love skiing like more than anything. I would take going skiing and snow over any vacation. Is just my favorite place to be is skiing. And this is like reminding me of being on the ski slopes and being this like gorgeous ski bunny. And if I go skiing this year, I'm going to be taking this palette because it is so beautiful, you guys. But I would be careful with Sephora shipping this one. Might be one where you're going to want to either pick it up in store because it is very soft formulas, so it may have a tough time shipping, or maybe if you order it from Huda Beauty, they package it better. I don't know. Hopefully Sephora got the hint when I was a little irritated that mine came broken. But it just wasn't packed well. And that's what I love about Natasha Denona shadows is when you get them, they're like in bubble wrap. They're in a box within a box, and I do appreciate that, whether you pick it up at Ulta or Sephora. But this palette nonetheless is so pretty. I even love how gorgeous the packaging is. This does have a 24-month shelf life, and this is made in Italy. I am obsessed with this packaging. I had to put on silver jewelry because it just went with the theme of this, a pink top. I'm just obsessed. By the way, this top is from Amazon. This necklace is from Nordstrom, and these are my Melinda Maria earrings, just so you guys know. Just in case you have any questions, I will always have it down below in the description box, as well as on that QR code right there, where you can just scan that and shop this entire video. And I know I've heard a couple of you say that QR codes can be a little difficult to work with, and I understand that. That's why I always have all of the links down in the description box. You can't please everybody with different things that you try out, so always know that you can just go right here in YouTube and just click on the link, and that is extremely easy. But just in case you're watching it on YouTube TV and you don't have that access to doing it, that's why I like having the QR codes. And I just did a YouTube conference call, and they were saying that QR codes are going to be a huge thing for YouTube, and I was doing that way before they even announced that. So very excited about that. But a big percentage of YouTube watchers are actually YouTube TV, and I do watch a lot of my YouTube stuff on YouTube TV as well as on my desktop. So it makes sense, and that's kind of the direction they're going, which is why I'm ahead of the game and I have those QR codes all ready for you guys. All right, let's jump into this look. So obviously I already have my makeup on. Again, everything I have on my face right now will be in that link at the top of the description box. It will just be like shop this entire video. You can just click that and all of the links will be there. I am gonna start off with my normal routine, and you can do this with any contour you have. I just use my Armani one. Obviously, you guys know I love this. This is Armani shade 21 Warm Brown. And this is just the one you guys know I use all the time. And I'm using my 57 brush. I just did my full Sephora recommendations video. Thank you so much to all of you who took the time to comment and say how much you appreciated, enjoyed my in-depth guide. I call it the ultimate guide because I literally went over every single category you can. And I didn't mean like go out and run out and buy all of those products. I was just letting you guys know that in different categories, if you're like, oh, I'm in the market for brows, or I'm in the market for perfumes or hair products, I just wanted to have it all there for you. Those are just all of my top choices at Sephora. And although this is not at Sephora, this brush is, and it's 30% off, and I can't do this eyeshadow look without this brush. This is just I am obsessed with this, the way this just goes on my eyes, my mature eyes. This is a formula like no other. There's a lot of people that have tried to replicate this formula, but I just don't see it. Like, this is just the best, and I really hope Armani never gets rid of this, although it's always on sale there. So I will have the link to this in the description below, but I think I get it for like $31. I buy it on the Armani site. I think Dillard's has it as well, so I'll put all of the available places in that link. And then again, it's always right there when you on the YouTube. YouTube has affiliates for us now too. But this has been like my out the door eyeshadow look, and you don't even have to set this because it is a cream to powder formula, but I know that's not what this video is about. I'm just showing you guys this is how I start every look, and I don't want to do anything different just because I know I love my eyeshadow looks when I do this. And do you see how easy it is with this brush? I mean, it just literally, I can do this with my eyes closed. I just love that so much, you guys. I love it. All right, I guess I should get some eyeshadow brushes. We are going to use my Gucci highlighter in Lilac Frost because this is going to be so beautiful with this eyeshadow palette. And I am obsessed with this color. And I know you're looking at it like going, that's a purple highlighter, Kristi. How is that pretty? I mean, tell me how gorgeous that's not gonna look. And this will also look beautiful with the Natasha Denona one too. I have my lip gloss all just, I need to get my life together. Anyway, you guys, I'm experiencing some hot flashes recently too. I'm 46, I'll be 47 in March, and I just want to know in the comment section if any of you are around my same age or a little bit older than me, when did you start getting like premenopausal? Because I think that's the route I'm going. I am a cold person. I am always cold. 24/7 I am cold, but for some reason at night, I'm fine right now, but at night, just at nighttime, I'm getting hot. And usually I sleep with like 15 blankets on me, and now I'm just like, last night I was like, get off of me. Like, I was so hot when I woke up. I was so irritated. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm starting a hot flash. I was premenopausal. Anyway, just let me know your remedies and all of that good stuff, because I think we're getting that direction. All right, I don't know if it like changes too, because I don't have children. So I'm like, is it different if you never had kids? I just need to know. I need to know. All right, let's do a transition shade. I don't really have a good, I guess we can try the peachy one, that peachy nude, maybe. That might be a good one. I just don't really want to mix that. I want to do a very cool toned look. So I think what I'm going to do, just to keep it where I want to go with this, I am going to take my contour powder. Everyone has a contour powder at home. So this is not anything like, oh my gosh, Kristi, what are you using? And I don't have that. You have a contour powder. So let me just take a brush. I'm going to take this What's Up Beauty I think this is the R104. And I'm just taking my Surratt powder. You guys know you can always get, I just ordered 2 of these. Always get 15% off with my code with Surratt. So this is just the contour powder I can't live without. And I let you guys know they just had their 40% off sale. Unfortunately, Griselle, because it's probably so popular, was not on that 40% off list, but a lot of my favorites were. So I hope you guys got a chance to utilize that. I always let you know in the description box. Do you see how pretty that's going to be? It's going to be a perfect transition shade into this palette. So we're gonna just start off with that, just because that I have to do that, you guys. It's just my method, I should say. All right, now I'm gonna take the same brush. Actually, let's do a different brush. I'm gonna take the Rose and Ben, and this is the E29, I wanna say. And we're gonna go into that shade Lavish, which is the second to last one in the palette. And I'm gonna take that onto the Rose and Ben E29. Picks up really nice. It didn't get all over the place. And we're just going to pop that into the crease below. Wow, that's some good pigment right there. That blended with ease, beautiful pigment. If you're new to my video, I just did the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation, and I swatched a ton of the shades in case you have that on your list to pick up for the Sephora sale. I have a all-day wear test in that video. I think it was a 2 or 3 day wear test. And then the Easy Blur Primer is also in that review. So you can check it out. I'll put the card right there. Definitely check out that full review. And just going in, wow, you guys, that's so beautiful. That is a really pretty color. Do you see that's a lightest shade, and how much pigment that still shows up on my light, well, it's more light skin right now, I should say. Now let's go in with that little bit darker mauve, and that's the second shade in the palette, and that is called High Life. I'm gonna use a Sigma E24 for this. I'm just gonna pop that one right below that shade because it's a little bit darker. And this is a very soft brush. I don't want this one to show up too powerful, which is why I went with this brush. And I'm just placing that into that crease, tightly into that crease, I should say. Then when I want more pigment, I'll go in with smaller, denser brushes. But we're gonna try to keep that one very, very lightweight. We don't want it to be too aggressive because with this look, more icy nude looks, I don't like it to be too smoky eye, right? I just want it to be ethereal, but also I want that glam. So that's kind of I'm winging it. You know, it's the first time I'm even testing out these shades. I literally just got this in the mail. So I am doing this pretty fast because I want to turn this around for you guys so you can make sure, because I know VIB and Rouge hasn't started yet. So I want to make sure I get this out for you guys. So I'm going to use my Rephr number 14 brush. You guys know I'm loving this Alexandra Anel collection. I just love this brush. I think this is in their standard collection too. I just love it so much. We're gonna go into that shade Faux Fur, which is like a dark purplish color. So pretty. I'm not gonna be able to utilize all of these shades in this look because I wanna keep it, I don't wanna just mix it just because. I think most of these mattes are gonna just perform the same. Just based off of the swatches I already did, I can tell they're gonna perform the same. All right, we're taking that tightly into that crease. This is ultra pigmented. I'm just taking that really on that corner area because that is a dark shade on my skin tone, and that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Again, I don't want it to go all over the eye because I don't want it to be too like, you know, too much of that dark, and then the other shades won't pop through. All right, let's go back to that Sigma brush. We're gonna go back to that second shade called High Life, and we're just gonna go above that, just adding a little bit of product onto that brush. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, the reason why I used this brush is because I wanna start patting things in right there. Again, going back into that Faux Fur and just adding a little bit more of that shade onto the outer V area. Obsessed. If you like Huda eyeshadows, you're gonna love this eyeshadow palette a lot. Let's take a little bit of the darkest purple in the palette, and we're gonna take my Rose and Ben, and you guys know this brush is just my holy grail, E26. And we're gonna take that shade She Rich. Ooh, She Rich. Can I just manifest that? And we're taking that onto the brush. So I'm just like, man, and I'm just gonna flick that and just give like a little baby wing right there. Nothing more than that. If you have shaky hands, this is literally the best brush ever made. I have very shaky hands, which is why I don't do a lot of eyeliner looks. And this brush is fantastico. Fantastico. Oh my gosh. So easy, so simple. Absolutely love it. All right, let me know if you guys picked up this Rose and Ben brush. It's on Amazon now, which is fantastic. Let me know if you guys picked it up. Michael, I know she picked it up, and let me know how you're liking it. I'd love to hear that. All right, I am gonna take this What's Up Beauty R107. Let's go back into High Life. And I'm gonna take that, and I'm just gonna kind of take that underneath that little wing we did, just to kind of blend things out under there. I just got a very little bit of fallout right there, but for the most part, I haven't had any fallout issues, just so you guys know that. All right, BK Beauty A502, going into that shade Poised, which is a beautiful gray matte. We're gonna go above that now, just above that little dark area that we did, just to start blending that into those mauve-y shades that we used. Just softening out the darker shade as well, kind of going over it like that. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. It softens out those darker edges. Oh, I'm obsessed, you guys, obsessed. All right, going back into the second shade called High Life onto a Rephr number 15 brush, and just taking that above again. Adding in a little bit more of that. Trying to stay away from the really dark shades up there because again, we want to keep that nice and soft. I think that's all we're gonna do for the upper crease area. We used majority of these shades. Now some of these will just pull a little too ashy on me, so I want to stay away from those, although they're beautiful. We could take a little bit of that shade and see what it would be like, but I'm thinking that's gonna, I just don't want to ruin the look, and I feel like that's gonna be a little ashy on me. We can try this Sigma E25, it's a smaller brush, and see if we can just take that above here and see. Yeah, see, so I might, that's okay, I can get away with that. I just didn't want to make it too ashy there. Okay, that's pretty, I like that. Let's go back into that first shade that we used, and that's Lavish, right below the contour powder that we used. I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 208 brush, and we're gonna go into that darker shade She Rich, and we're gonna just start doing the lower lash line and kind of using that as an eyeliner. I'm just stamping that onto the bottom lash line. I'm gonna start on the edges where I want most of that pigment, and then I'll take the remainder in. I'm gonna take that up here to meet up with that one slight cat eye we did earlier. Okay, so I need my mirror up here because my eyes are getting worse as I get older. So it might be in the shot a little bit. This is my Ilios mirror. You guys, I can't live without this mirror. This is literally the best mirror ever made. The quality is impeccable. And I get this like magnetic 10 times mirror that I can just magnetically put on there, and I use the 10 times, but you also get like, you can switch this around and you get like a 5 times if you're like 10 times is too much. Like 5 is good as well. I have this dark shade, it does do some fallout, so just be careful right there. It swipes away nicely, but you might want to do your makeup first or do your eyeshadow first if you get all over the place with that. Anyway, I need my mirror up here. I need my mirror up here. All right, I'm gonna take that same What's Up Beauty R107 we were using earlier, and we're gonna go into that shade Faux Fur, which is like the next darkest shade, and we're gonna go underneath that shade that we just, actually, you know what, that's too small. I need my rougher number 23 for this. Going into Faux Fur. I'm just going below that shade we just did. Oh, you guys. So easy, so easy. Obviously this color story is not going to be for everybody, but I personally love it, and I know there's a lot of you that do love these type of color, these cool toned color stories. I know Jenna, you're gonna love this palette. Let's go in with that shade High Life now onto my What's Up Beauty R107, and we're just gonna go underneath that now, just smoking out that lower lash line. Now I will clean up all of that later. Not concerned about it being messy. Oh gosh, you guys, that's so pretty. So pretty. All right, we are gonna use these metallics. I kind of want to see on their own what they're gonna look like. I mean, I would personally go in with my Color Fix from Pat McGrath. I would go in with Milky Way or Ballerina, but I really want to see how these perform on their own. Oh, you can do so many different directions. I really like this pink. That is a beautiful pink, but I really want to do the silver too. So I think we'll just, maybe what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of that metallic pink right here on the edge, and I'm just using, oh my God, you guys, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I just messed up that one area. Wonderful, Kristi. Good job. Way to go. You know, that's okay. It's not always going to be perfect, you guys. We can't all be perfect. Let's find which brush will just fix that. Just going in with my Sonia G just to kind of fix that up a little bit. And I'm actually going to go in, not with the darkest shade, I'm going to go in with Faux Fur. Sonia G Mini Booster, and just kind of slightly press that in there because I messed it up. That's all right. Doesn't have to always be perfect. Don't mind the stop right there. We're just seeing what that pink look like. Oh my God, that's gonna be gorgeous all over the lid. Ooh, I want to do that, but then I want to use the silvers. I want to use these silvers, you guys. So we're just going to go in with that middle area using the silver. So we're going to go into that first one called Platinum. This is your traditional metallic foiled. I mean, just one swipe. That is what we call a silver foil. That is insane, you guys. That is so beautiful. This is, I love silvers. I absolutely love silvers, you guys. I love them so much. All right, just taking my finger first because I don't have any nails on. And I'm giving my nails a break, you guys. And I'm gonna talk about a product in a favorites video coming up that I am obsessed with. I mean, for real? Huda, do not stop making these palettes. We need more. We need more. And if anyone watches this from the Huda team, I mean, can you hook me up with a palette that's not messed up? That would be amazing. All right, I am gonna take a small brush, and I usually, actually, let's just use my Rose and Bun, and this is the Rose and Bun C30 brush. And you guys know I love this one for metallics. Just going into that same shade Platinum. And we're just gonna start pressing that in there. Insane. That is a super creamy formula. I'm leaving that center. Just bear with me. I know what I'm doing. Just trust the process, as I always tell you guys. It may look crazy right now, but it will all come together at the end. Just going in there. She needs to not stop these palettes because I love them. Oh, why have I never bought her bigger ones? What is wrong with me? These are so pretty. Oh my gosh. All right, going back in with my finger on this side. I do think these go on the best with your finger. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, we are gonna take this middle shade, and it's a little on the chunky side, but I really am digging this undertone. It has like almost like a golden undertone. I think it's called VVS. We're gonna take that one right there to blend the pink into the silver. See how that just transitioned that? Oh my God, I'm trying to use all these metallics in this look. But I mean, this really can be for separate looks, but I'm just trying to play right now at this point. I just want to play. I don't know if this is what we're gonna leave it, but you know, I'm trying to test this out for you guys so you can see if you want to pick this up during the sale. So we're just gonna have some fun. I need to get back to this 10 magnifying to make sure I didn't. Oh, that is actually pretty. So at first I was like, ooh, and this other mirror, I don't know how that's looking, but it actually is looking pretty darn good there. I'm digging that. We're gonna take a little bit of that pink, that first dark pink shade we use, and I always put the shades right there for you guys. Going back in with that other middle shade and just transitioning those silvers. Oh, I used that first silver metallic as like a base because I'm gonna, all of my brushes just dropped, because I want to use those two, but I need that as a base because these don't have a lot of base to them, and we're going to use that special shade that I don't really have anything left of it, but I'm trying all of these out. Okay, let's take this. This is the shade Diamond Dew. We're taking that on my finger, and we're just going to take that through the center, like right here, all over. And this isn't like one that has a lot of base to it. This is just more like a glittery shade. Oh yeah, so that just blended it all together. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am obsessed. I don't even care that that one has some fallout, but it just wipes right off. Wow, that's really pretty, really pretty. I mean, even if you just did this shade Aurora, even if you just did that as the center shade and just did that look, I mean, that would be so pretty. Of course, I had to use the silvers because that's, to me, the highlight of this palette. I have to clean up everything, but so far, so good. Again, when I clean everything up, it's gonna look so pretty. All right, yep, let's use this white shade, this white matte Avalanche. I'm taking this onto a Sigma E20 brush. I don't know if these are available anymore. These are older Sigma brushes. And I'm gonna take that onto the brow bone, just right there. I'm not going all the way in, just at where your arch is. Never go all the way in with these lighter shades or metallic shades because it will look too aggressive, too manly. It makes the features look too harsh. Just right there. That is a gorgeous matte. Beautiful. And you can even do a little bit of that baby pink as I knock the palette over. That's called IDGAF. I don't know if that's an acronym for something. Please let me know. I feel really old. You can even do that one. Oh yeah, see that would pop too on my skin tone. Oh, that's pretty too. I like that. It's like a very baby pink. It actually matches my top exactly. Oh, that's pretty. My neighbors are home. Sorry for the noise. Okay, let's go back into that shade Faux Fur onto the Sonia G brush, and we're just gonna pack that. Don't swipe too much because you've got glitter there. Do more packing motions, and then you can swipe up here to blend it out. Just lightly, so you don't mess it up. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, let's go in with the BK Beauty A504. Let's go back into the shade High Life. Now that we pressed it in, we can kind of do a little bit more swiping. And I want to bring that in here just to kind of blend that into the metallics. Now going back to A502, going back into that shade High Life. Like that. Ooh, so pretty, you guys. Because I mean, I wouldn't use all of these shades in a look I do to go out. I just want to show you guys that you can. I would stick to one of these metallics and then just do like this icy, that first icy shade, iced out. I would do that, which we're gonna get into right now. This is the most gorgeous shade, and I'm so bummed that that's the broken one. So anyway, let's not cry over spilled milk. Look at that iridescence right there. Yeah, that's a bummer because that is a good shade right there. Holy moly guacamole, that is beautiful. Of course, that had to be the one shade that broke in this palette. I mean, really? Out of all the shades, I just wish that one was not the broken one. And I'm just pressing that in. Oh, I can't, you guys. That is so pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh, I really, really love that shade. Holy moly guacamole. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just taking a little bit more of iced out. I mean, that just blended all the shades together. You guys, that's so pretty. All right, let's do some inner corner action. I'm gonna take this Sonia G, just like a pointed brush, and I'm trying to figure out which shade I wanna do for that inner corner. Let's do a little bit of the white matte first. Just taking that shade Avalanche, and we're just gonna bring that into that inner area right there, taking that down a little. Just adding in like a little bit of a base before I try a metallic shade there. These metallic shades are a little chunky for me for that inner corner. So I'm gonna try to take a little bit of iced out on this brush, and this is just an About Face from Halsey. You can get this on Ulta, and I will have the link below. I'm gonna take a little bit of that metallic, that first iced out shade. Yeah, I couldn't get enough of that. So let's take my Gucci highlighter and Frosted Lilac. And I think this will be beautiful as the inner corner. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. And I like that you can just stamp that in there like that. Now I'm gonna go back to that brush. I'm just kind of blending things out. I'm going to pop on my lashes and some eyeliner. I did talk about these two eyeliners I talked about in that video, so I'm going to show you guys how do I utilize them. This is the Hourglass 1.5 millimeter, and I'm going to start off with that, and I'm going to put that under because we're going to be wearing some falsies, and I just want to have some black there to blend in with the lashes. Even if you don't wear lashes, this just makes your lashes look fuller. by doing that. I never do this on camera because I personally think it's just gross to look at, but I'm showing it to you guys. You can look away if you want. Now I'm gonna take this Stila, and you guys know I'm obsessed with this eyeliner. I just talked about it. And this is dual ended from Stila. You get like this micro fine point, which is the one I like. So I'm gonna use that end. I can't talk and do this, so just showing it to you guys. And then you can flip it over and use the felt tip end to get that outer area. And if you want to do a wing with this side, again, I don't do wings. Even this side is pretty finely pointed, so you can really get in there. But I am obsessed, and this is the only eyeliner besides Surratt, that liquid eyeliner, that doesn't affect my sensitive eyes, just so you guys know that. All right, I am going to fix things up, just clean things up, and then pop my lashes on, and I'll be right back with my final thoughts. All right, Glam Fam, that is how the final look turned out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am obsessed with this look. I am obsessed with this palette. It is so incredibly beautiful. You have my full recommendation if you want to pick this up during the Sephora sale. It's a good time to pick up a palette that's over $60, and you're gonna get that discount. And this is her last palette. It's something to have as like a memorabilia, like her last big palette, I should say. But I hope she doesn't. I hope she changes her mind, because that was incredible. For my first large Huda Beauty palette, I am so impressed, you guys. I am just bummed that I couldn't show you the full effect of that first shade, because for me, that's the star of the show. It is stunning. This deserves a 5 out of 5 stars, you guys. 1000% of me would recommend this. It is so creamy and so buildable and beautiful and blendable. It just blended with ease. The metallics were so gorgeous. Each one of these shades performed so beautifully. We had some fallout going on, but not too bad considering how dark of a purplish tone those shades were, which can be a little messy at times with a lot of other brands. So I am highly impressed. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this eyeshadow look. It is just that perfect. I mean, it's very glam, but I am obsessed. You can also tone this down and make it very ethereal and light, and it will just be so pretty. I may try to throw in some shorts of how you can utilize this in more of a natural way, but oh my god, so pretty. Can we just talk about how gorgeous that is with the Gucci highlighter though? I mean, lilac, frosted lilac with this look is just stunning. I'll show you guys how I applied it. And I really like this formula with the rougher Alexandra Anel collaboration AA01 brush, you guys. This is just, it picks up this formula really beautifully. So one thing I was like, oh, I wish it was all natural hairs, but what makes this special with this type of formula is that this is partly synthetic. So you're able to pick up more of the product and really lay it on effortlessly. Absolutely gorgeous. I do have I topped it off with my Buxom. I had a little bit on earlier, but I put a little bit more of my Princess, and you can utilize that YouTube link right there to purchase this at Macy's. They do have it at Macy's if you guys are interested in that shade and you're a purple lover like me. But I'm so happy. I love this look so much. I just got my hair done today. So anyway, it worked out perfectly because I'm nice and icy blonde for this Icy Nude palette. Let me know your thoughts on it, and let me know what you guys are picking up during the Sephora sale. I did put in a little bit of, I forgot to mention this in that Sephora recommendations video. And remember, when you guys scan that QR code for my Sephora sale recommendations, it will take you to that page. And I'm continually adding things onto that list because some of the things I didn't get to during the video because it was already an hour long and I was trying to cut it down. But there were products that I left out that I do have in there. So just so you guys know that. Rare Beauty eyeshadow stick is one of them. I really love that shade right there. So good. And I totally forgot to mention that in the video, as well as the Hourglass eyeshadow sticks. The Voyeur eyeshadow sticks, really good. I love the green one. That's my favorite one. So there were were a few items that I forgot to mention that I'm like, oh, I wish I would have mentioned that in the video. And the Pat McGrath, I talked about these because I love these, but this shade, I think it's called Twilight. I'll show you the 3 shades that I highlighted in that video, but this one will look so pretty with this Icy Nude eyeshadow palette. This one, or like I said earlier, the Danessa Myricks Milky Way or even Ballerina, I have it somewhere around here, will look so pretty. It will bring out even more of the metallics, but you really don't even need anything, you guys. All I had was my Surratt Perfectionist palette. I just used that as my eyeshadow base, and look at how much pigment I got at. I mean, I didn't have to use really anything to work at this eyeshadow look, and I really appreciate that. Alongside the Stila Cat eyeliner, just mucho perfection. I did find, I wanted to use this earlier, and now I lost it because now it's somewhere around here, but the Sephora On The Go gray eyeliner, any type of gray eyeliner, they don't have that one anymore anyway, but any type of gray eyeliner will look so pretty. I added in a little bit for a little bit more depth. You don't want it to be black because black is going to be too harsh. You want it to be gray. So I will put some ideas in this video playlist of everything I have on, from my clothes to my jewelry, and everything will be on that QR code right there and on that page where you can just shop all of my favorite items. And again, I will have everything listed in the description box below as always. So definitely check out my Sephora playlist. I'll put the card right there. That is all of my favorite Sephora products right there. Even some products that I may not like that you wanted to watch the review on. So definitely check out that playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for joining me today. I love you guys so much. If you're new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click the post notification bell. Join our beautiful glam fam. We're here every week, and we just love for you to become part of our family. And if you did like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. When you guys hit the like button and say hello, it really does help my videos out, and it pushes my videos up through the algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. Even when you guys share this video with your friends and family, that really does help me out as well. You can follow me during the week on YouTube Shorts. I am also on Instagram and also on TikTok. You can check out my blog, KristiAllure.com. All of my skincare and all of my Amazon favorites, everything's on that page right there. So definitely check out my website. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to check out that video next of all of my top Sephora recommendations, and I will see you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.